All right. Guys, can y'all bring the notes down, please?
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are
I got a
inside
question too.
M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland.
All right.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find a big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and it's no deal.
Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 42-yard line, here's the second down and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off.
Been a minute since I've touched these sticks.
But what often happens now with these quarterbacks,
I can tell I'm definitely rusty.
Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his big tight end here. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Barkley inside handoff, and he's in. Front Eagles touchdown.
All right. Offense was a little shaky there, but he got that touchdown.
And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Okay.
Elliott good on the extra.
All right, now let's see what my defense looks like.
Score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A first down carry for Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On a nice
I respect the fact that he's staying with the run.
Inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now run it again with Henry.
I forgot Henry's a beast in this game.
Right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now a 2nd and 2. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jackson now.
Ooh, that was a good throw and catch. Can't be mad at that.
Ravens are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought.
Can't be mad. That throw was immaculate.
Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Henry. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry.
So why you push more like that?
End zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker with the extra point. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 22-24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Being chased down left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go.
Oh, I can't wait to move so I can have like a soundproof studio where I can stream at and my kids can not overtalk.
And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Okay.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ooh, give me that! Give me that.
Take this one back to the 36-yard line.
All right, let's get some points.
Out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for
Let's
the ball.
get some points out of this.
Certainly was the problem. He called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley.
Yes, sir. Let's go, Barkley. Ooh. Skills starting to come back a little bit.
Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, that was a good throw.
Oh, good move.
Can't be mad at that.
Get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Flush to his right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. Hot right.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
Okay, we got a game.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown. A great play offensively. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end drop just about every time.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Threw it right to him. I threw it right to him. I telegraphed that one.
Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free.
All right.
That just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
All right, I'm not mad about it right now. I haven't played Madden in about a month and a half, so to be tied up, I'm cool with that.
We're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Inside handoff, Henry. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Give me that!
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And they managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Into space at the 45.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! Off the screen!
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Jackson from the shotgun. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's got this down to the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away. Deep left side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. I tell you, something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Jackson to throw. Flushed out right.
Ooh, that was almost picked.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Jackson.
Give me that ball game.
He's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Let's go. First win of the season.
The Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep open. Let's see if we can find
Let's
someone.
go.
Four
Let's go.
verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football.
Come on. Don't quit. Don't quit.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Are we quitting? Are we quitting? No. Y'all getting ready to go to bed. Y'all hear me? Is everybody hearing me? That y'all getting ready to go to bed? So my first game back, I'm up 21-14 with the ball. It's like 40 seconds left. So I'm hyped. Like I feel like I'm starting to round in the form a little bit. I'm definitely excited about Madden 26. I want to thank the 6 people that are watching right now. I appreciate you guys. Got to start somewhere. All I ask the people that are watching to share the stream, share the channel. That in my case. What's up with this ball? Why is it taking so long? He either quit and then he get a win. In my case. Oh, 47. What's going on? Go ahead. You come back up the stairs once you get into bed. All right, what's going on with this dude? I want to get another game in before like the game starts. Like, this dude, did he like walk away? Did he quit? Like, what's going on? Isn't there like a timeout thing on this still? That's some corny shit. All right, so I guess I'm just gonna quit because the dude just guess I gotta quit. And I'm taking this as a win because the dude just dipped out. I don't even go on for like a good 2 or 3 minutes. That's corny. Niggas gotta cheat to win. That's crazy. That's 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 like that was weak as shit. Ugh.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And running with power here. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards for number 11.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Yes, we will.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And there he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell from 6 yards away. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Layton, get your bag, get your thing out the box, and I want you to lay down.
Some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to.
Boys, I want y'all to lay down too.
The 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. So a big play there on fourth, and now first and 10 at the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now he's forced out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And it falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Taking it about the 16. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this.
All right. I definitely got to play more. But I definitely will be streaming probably all day tomorrow. My boys will be in school.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, I'll take that sack.
Receiver, and he's brought down.
Sack
For the
lunch.
sack by big Jalen Carter.
My offense ain't cooking. Yeah, you know what? Let's back off a little bit. Basically goes deep.
He'll look to throw.
We'll give him that. We'll give him that.
DeAndre Hopkins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Yo, first of all, y'all should be laying down. What is the problem? Y'all supposed to be going to sleep.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
All right. Hardest part of my day, getting my kids to go to sleep.
Before the start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Oh.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have
I normally don't blitz, but I'm trying to open up my repertoire.
Anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something.
Ooh, Brandon Graham.
To change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that.
Looking like Super Bowl all over again out there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down.
Challenge.
Right. 40. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Pacheco headed right. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Second down and 4. Now here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well Wide to the left, and this is going to remain a one-point game.
I don't think there's any other way to frame it other than this. That's a disappointing end to a good opening drive and definitely not what they're looking for on the road.
You mentioned a good opening drive. You're right. They were able to move the ball, picked up a few first downs. In the end, though, they come away with nothing. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Up the middle with Barkley. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
A big play looming on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here comes 2nd down at 5. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Ooh, let's go.
For the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Hurts will throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Give me that ball game. What a comeback. What a comeback for your boy.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
That's 2
Tried to
W's.
take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first.
Ooh, I'm liking my defense. Liking my defense. Shut him out in the second half.
And what's the old expression? It's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
All right, I got one more in me, and then I'm gonna eat something, and I'm going to bed. Don't want to run the Eagles again. I just love the Eagles in this game. Uh, let's go. Let's go, Washington.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. about ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Daniels starts with a pass, finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. On first down, Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels.
I telegraphed it.
That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the...
This is why I only play with the Eagles.
Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would
Yes, what a defensive stand!
You got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points.
Yet another Alabama back in the lead. This is Brian Robinson.
We're not going to do nothing crazy down here. We're just trying to get out of the shadow of our end zone.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up third down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And you'll get this to the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? This third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Here's Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now he'll run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive.
All right.
Getting out of bounds.
Hopefully we can end the night 3-0. But if I get 2-1, I'm okay with that.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud.
Oh, get him! Get him!
And they're going to get to him. And
Sack lunch.
taken back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring it down.
Okay, we cooking with fish grease right now. Our defense is cooking.
Getting all set to punt. Olamide Zaccheaus.
I definitely got to work on my offensive game, but my defensive game is on point right now.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's
I learned how
first
to
and 10.
put up some points.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And
Come on, bro. You got to catch that.
Contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with.
Dumb throw, Joe. You threw that in the double coverage. That was a dumb throw. Sometimes I just be thinking that I'm better than what I am sometimes, that I can beat double coverage.
And he gets that one complete to Collins. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot.
Oh, what a catch. I can't be mad at it. That shit was crazy. And that's definitely getting clipped.
Greg, they take advantage of the good
Look at that shit.
and move it downfield for
Look
the
at that
score.
When you
catch.
take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
I'm not even mad about losing right now. That shit was fire.
Kick it up. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room.
Who thought that he's about to break that joint?
They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Daniels. He'll let one go down the middle.
God damn, I thought I had that one.
And the Texans are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Thought I had him. Maybe I didn't throw it right.
Situation, Mike. You're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On play action, Stroud.
I'll take that right back.
He's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Daniels now on first down. He keeps it himself, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Daniels now going to look to throw.
Another interception.
That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans
Well, this is definitely my worst game so far.
At their own 5-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll lead to a second down. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now, faking the give. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
He'll look deep here for Diggs. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's first and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. He runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown
lay down,
on the
please.
board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out
Put him down,
past the
please.
30-yard line.
Daddy's gonna be down soon. I got you. Just put him down, okay?
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
No.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud.
Oh, give me that.
Over the middle and intercepted. Picked off
If
by
I could just put some offense together.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Daniels gonna throw again. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And that is incomplete.
So they failed to connect on another throw, and it's really been the story for both of these teams throughout this ballgame. I mean, neither offense can get anything going, and when you look at the scoreboard, it certainly reflects that.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play.
Is that, did they, I haven't played Madden in a while, but did they put Tom Brady's boots in?
To both run and pass.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Stroud. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans.
All right, let's hurry and get this game over because my youngest son doesn't want to go to sleep, so I got to scare him to sleep.
He's got it.
I'm just joking. That's got a game down.
On top, 14-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniel. Going right sideline and complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards. On 1st down, Daniels. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd and long. Man in motion is Brown. 3rd and long, and here's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Daniel. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got room to roam. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Now, 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing.
I just didn't want to get shut out.
The right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Now an opening past the 30.
That sounds about right.
Still on the move.
Good fucking shit.
And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans extend it to a 21-6 advantage. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Now he takes off. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. That one secured by the tight end Bates. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Taking off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie, inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back.
Well, can't win them all. And I played like garbage. Get fried over here like chicken.
In the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team.
And he's almost done. I'm gonna hop over there, get you this, okay?
They'll return this from the 11. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. 2 incompletions to start the drive. And it that's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Texans.
Well, I got cooked, but I definitely had fun tonight, and I will definitely go tomorrow. Thank you guys for checking out my stream. I appreciate you guys.